All right, so in today's episode, we find out, is Jordan thrifty or is Jordan just cheap? What's the difference, you might ask? One is choosing to do a little bit of work to save money, and the other one's just saving money because I just don't want to spend it. That's really about it. So a few weeks ago, when I started to plan and order parts for putting an oil cooler on that C6 Corvette, I know this oil cooler uses AN lines. AN lines, AN fittings are aluminum. All of my wrenches and tools are steel. So you can definitely use steel, but you'll end up marring the finish or potentially damaging damaging the fitting, or at least the nut part of the fitting. I recognize that's pretty low risk, but nonetheless, it allows me some time to play on the computer and maybe save a whole bunch of money. Because every time I looked for an AN set, like the cheapest, like from dash 4 to dash 16 maybe, was like $80. Going into trying to get something from like dash 3 all the way up to dash 20, it's like $160. So it's not that complicated of a part. That brings me into this guy. So let's take a peek and see if I made a mistake or if I didn't. All right. So for those that are unaware, these dash 10 fittings, I believe these are dash 10. Between flats, we're pretty much right at 1 inch. So most fasteners, when you have them, the fastener itself is one size, and then the socket or the wrench just a little bit bigger, just to make it be able to fit over easily. And that is the spot where I may have made a mistake. And after we get down here unboxing this, we'll go up to the computer and see what I may or may not have messed up. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this open. And there's your first example of kind of what this is. It's out of 3/8 6061 aluminum, and yeah, I made a drawing of some AN wrenches. Very crude, but we'll find out if these guys actually work the way they're supposed to, or did I just waste some money? All right, so one thing I can definitely say off the bat is these parts are laser cut, and you can definitely tell that they're lasered. Being it's a little bit thicker, the laser wasn't going quite straight. There's definitely a little bit of a burr that needs to be removed. It's not the end of the world, but still. Relatively small part. But you can see on this lip here, there's a little bit of a lip. Not much of one, but there is a little bit of one, probably a thou or two. This side feels fine. That side definitely has a burr on this upper corner. So when I measured that part out, right below the burr, I'm at nominally an inch. All right, so after just a quick trip to the file, cleaning off some of these uneven edges, that's money. That is money. So as you just saw, dimensions not quite right, at least for how it came raw from SendCutSend. But I don't think that's on them. I think it's probably on me not giving enough tolerance on the design, because they just cut what you design. It's not on their fault. That being said, we'll go upstairs and take a look at the CAD and what I did for it, and then we'll go from there. All right. So when I started into this whole thing of like I need AN wrenches just because I don't want to use steel on it. That's a me thing. That's not a you thing, but whatever. Anyways, going into it, I just Googled a handful of like AN wrench set, and cool. So dash 6 to dash 16 for a set of 5. It's $140. So if I just bought just dash 10, it's $32. Would having that offset be helpful? Quite likely, but for the project that I'm working on, I don't need it. It's 100% not needed. So, anyways, no to Joe's racing products. Mishimoto, cool, great. This set's for $80 and it goes -3 up to -16. Okay, much more realistic. Could do it. Then Racetronics, they have their set. It does include um, -20, so this is still $60. Um, Not bad, right? This is probably the best that I was able to find. Um, but again, not quite what I was looking for, just because I don't really want to spend that much money on it. And from the looks of it, I don't need one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, however many wrenches are in this. So I continue looking again. Then get to our friends over at Motion Raceworks, with Doug Cook and Cletus and that whole crowd over there. It's a fantastic product. These actually they nest together nicely. They have these little magnetic pieces in them. Um, it's great, but it's also $160. Not really what I'm wanting to spend. So I started getting out the old engineering books, like what's the tolerances for a wrench to fasteners, see if they have AN wrenches. They didn't. Looked up what AN wrench size charts were, and then I thought better of it. McMaster-Carr. They have everything. And they also have CAD files, which is fantastic for doing what I ended up doing. So aluminum open end wrenches 4 AN, got our AN size. So 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16, and 20. And if you were to click on any one of these parts, you can download it. That makes it pretty quick and easy, right? So, anyways, I downloaded that and then I basically just threw it into CAD and ooh, sorry. I basically just cut off the handle part of it, added the neck size up onto the other side, and then just connected the lines. And that gets me to all of this on SendCutSend um, on what I wanted to be able to try to quote. So I try to quote just a single one. A single one through SendCutSend is cheaper than just the single wrench from McMaster and it's cheaper from online places, but it doesn't get me to my minimum order price with SendCutSend. So then start like, well, I'll just combine them, and then I made this whole combined set. I did run it multiple ways of if I uploaded each one of them and added to the cart as the 4 different wrenches, what would happen there, or if I put them all together. So it's actually $1 cheaper if I had it all in one, I guess, nested part set. I don't know why, but it did. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much all I did. I took the McMaster part and then just cut it and attached it to the other one. You saw them downstairs. They're not pretty, but they work. So yeah, that was fantastic. And for those that are curious, $47. So shipped to my door for under $51. Yeah, that's pretty okay with me. $51 versus 70, $80. Um, and because I'm now this YouTube person, I'm I got an extra video out of it. Anyways, um, if you are curious about this, one thing that I would do is on the McMaster drawing, it just has these dimensions between flats as the nominal dimension. If you're going to go through this and use your CAD or CAM software, I would just increase those tolerances just a little bit. I needed probably another 2 thousandths on mine. So if I uploaded it at instead of 1.500 inches, If I put it at 1.502, I think it would have come out absolutely perfect. But then again, I still have that little bit of that kerf from the laser. Probably would need to be cleaned up anyways. So, anyways, it's enough rambling. That's 6 minutes of pretend DIY CAD. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. If you do end up trying to want this CAD file, I'm not going to share it. Not because I'm missing out on sales, but I'm not taking responsibility for something not working the way you want it to. That being said, you have the tools, you have the knowledge on how to do this. Download it from McMaster, cut, add them together, upload. Yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.